have you with us from Inglewood, California. SoFi Stadium, one of the great venues in all of sports, and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Price.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's Rourke. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Hoosiers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. He finds his man, and he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Now on first down from the 28. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out. He was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. Found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the single back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ibuka. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Price. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They're bringing heat. Safe completion on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Rourke. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Back to pass, it's Howard. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll throw it on first down. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Caught. Turns it on in midfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
He's got great speed, and the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now on second down and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. The Buckeyes have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
After the misfire, now on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Scott. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide out in motion. On the move, it's Judkins. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Caught over the middle. It's Price. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Gives it to the back on the draw. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Howard. Quickly complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Going to the running game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They believe they can run right here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Howard. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, they knock it free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Using his legs, it's Judkins. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to pass, it's Howard. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He'll just keep slinging it. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Quick strike complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got a man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Getting some heat. And he's got it! Touchdown, Indiana! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Dropping back, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's back to throw on second down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Price. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Rourke. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.